Kenny, where have you seen Danny, maybe grow the most and show maybe the more confidence and comfort since the spring?
He's always had a good fire about himself. Danny is a guy that comes in with a natural born leadership about himself. He comes in with a chip on his shoulder. He's just one of those guys that you know what kind of fire you're getting out of him, right? And so since spring, I just encouraged him to make sure that's who he is all the time. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those guys, as I was one of those guys as well, it's kind of easy to see when you're not, and I think at the position that we play, the leaders that we have to be, that they have to see that every day. No matter how it's going, no matter which way it may be going at the time, they need to know that it's going to flip at any moment because of the calmness they can have within us. And that's what I see him doing. I see him doing a better job with that. And then his game-wise, you can just tell he's more comfortable in the playbook, right? The things we've added to the playbook, we know how to tailor around his game better for when he's in and when the different quarterbacks are in, knowing what their strengths are and things, and we're able to tailor the game around that. And so he has that kind of skill set that is more all around, but also we know that he can get people in the right places and move his feet in the pocket and make some good decisions. And every now and then we can move him around and get him out as well.
Billy said he's going to be fine. I just got banged up.
Yeah.
But when you see something like that, is it sort of a reminder of the urgency you guys have to have in developing whoever the number 2 is going to be? Because obviously Danny and Hunter have gotten their fair share of reps.
No doubt. Yeah, definitely. It makes you feel that way. Obviously, you walk in every day thinking that you're going to develop everyone, you know what I mean? And from the top to bottom, when something like that happens, it definitely makes you think like, all right, let me make sure I'm, reflecting on the development part, making sure that I'm giving them the best that I can and not getting comfortable where we're at, and making sure I'm giving them everything that I can to make sure we're taking the next steps.
When you guys bring a player like Hunter in, was the goal to kind of create some competition for that second spot, or were you just looking for depth? Back in the spring, what was kind of the thing?
For sure. It's kind of all encompassing, right? Like, obviously, we want competition, right? We never want anybody comfortable. We know Billy came in as the guy. We know that, and we do want him to feel as if, hey, there's people behind you that's good enough that's going to jump in this game and go make things happen. But also, we want those guys to know they got to compete as well. And so that's what you see throughout fall camp, and those guys are doing a really good job taking it on and not letting it affect who they are as a person too as well, because you've seen that in coaching wideouts in the last 10 years. That's something that, probably is a little different for me in the QB room, and knowing that, hey, there's a competition, but these guys still keep the love and friendship that they have for each other to help push each other.
Where do you think Billy has made the most progress from spring ball on the field? Because a lot of people off the field praise his leadership, but between the lines, what has stood out most?
Yeah, like you said, first and foremost, it's just the person that he is, man. The person that he is like I said the same about Danny, but he's a natural born leader. He's a guy that wants to be around people, wants the guys to be around him, and they actually come towards him, right? They want to be around him, and so that's a big deal here. And then same thing, I just feel as if everyone kind of in spring was going through a phase of learning, where he learned so much in spring, and now he knows exactly what we want. You know what I mean? And he knows how we want it done. To me, that's the biggest thing is all these plays. People run these, and the NFL run these, and it don't matter. People run whatever they want to run, but it's how you do it. And I think he gets that part of it, and he leads the way in showing everybody every day, no matter how you're feeling, you have to be able to go do that. And so he's done a good job with that. Just actual football intelligence and his actual football on the field. I think the guy works the pocket very well. It's rare in college football that you're going to take a 3-step drop, hitch up, throw the ball, and be nice and comfortable standing tall. He's a guy that he really has a good navigation for the pocket, understanding when it's time to give up and go get 5, 6, 7, maybe even more yardage. And then I think he does a really good job when he's on the run, outside the pocket as well. So his feel for the pass game and people around him, it's a really good thing. And I think he's just gotten better and better at it.
Coach Carter obviously got a head start this spring. What have you continued to see from his growth and progression so far?
It's nice and simple urgency. I think when he came in, he kind of had a feel as if, all right, I'm coming in with a fifth-year guy that they brought in, and I see some backups that are pretty good, and, I'm just going to be a guy that just red shirt. And I thought he was looking at it the wrong way, and I can say that because I've had those conversations with him. But I think he really, in the last, I'm going to say 2 weeks, man, it kind of started a little slow in fall camp. In about 2 weeks, I don't know, something clicked. We sat down, we had a heart-to-heart, and I think he really understood, like, hey, if I want to show I can be the future of this program, we need to see it now. And look, it's funny because you see him in game-like situations. He actually steps up and does a really good job. But it goes back to that leadership that I always talk about and showing it every day. And knowing that that's who you are and not just what you did at one point, you know. And so now I think it's turning into, hey, that's who he is now. He's going to be a leader. He's going to come out and have the fire every single day, and he's going to be urgent. That's the number one thing, urgency, because we know what he can do as an athlete. So just show the urgency to go be great every day right now. Don't wait.
What has your transition been like back into the quarterback's room? Has it been rewarding? Is there anything you miss about being with wide receivers?
It's been awesome. It's been very rewarding. Yeah, I miss wideouts, but man, I love where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's just a different morale, right? These guys come with a certain business mentality that keeps you locked in as a quarterback coach. You know what I mean? Where at times you can walk into a wideout room and have a little fun with the guys, and it's like you get a few laughs and everything's good. They play off of it. This QB room, it's like, what's next, coach? And you know what I mean? And it's a cool deal though, man. The morale that you have in there, it's less people, and so it's more personable. You know, and so, man, it's very rewarding. It's what I grew up in. You know what I mean? It was all I knew. I kind of had to learn that wide-out play, but it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And do I miss him? I do miss him. But I'm loving where I'm at now, and really don't want that to ever change, probably.
It seems like with Danny and Hunter, they both had kind of ups and downs kind of throughout fall camp. How have you seen them kind of navigate those?
Yeah, man. That's the part I kind of spoke on earlier, man. Just being the same guy no matter what. Right? No matter what the situation may call. We all know not every day is going to be a great day. I mean, I think you guys saw it today. It wasn't a great day for us overall as a group. And so just being the same guy, no matter what happens, being able to respond, being able to move on, right? And understand that, hey, the game isn't over and it's time to go make up for it. And everybody should have calmness in knowing like, hey, we're about to respond now in a big way. And so I see that from both guys right now, but we obviously got to get the play to be more consistent on a bigger basis.
I had to ask you about this during the winter, but that was before you added Hunter, and then also a quarterback commit you can't really necessarily talk about right now. But just the approach to recruiting right now in this age, where you bring in transfers, bring in recruiting. Just what is Wisconsin's approach right now in this age where you're kind of having to recruit both? Yeah, well, I love how Coach Fig puts it. I mean, we're gonna be traditional, right? We're gonna make sure that we get freshmen in, develop those guys, and really give those guys a chance to really grow up and be Wisconsin grown. You know what I mean? Whether they're from here or not. Obviously, we want to take care of home, but if wherever they're from, and we want to try our best to get into that realm a lot more than, hey, bringing in these fifth-year guys and everything where, yes, we're happy to have Billy, but we want to be able to show the people the future, you know? And so we're gonna keep that traditional approach of bringing in a freshman and making sure we're developing people.
When you have, Billy goes down for a little bit today, and you're able to get your backup maybe a little more time with, your ones, what does that opportunity show you that maybe you don't get when they're, running with the two?
Well, that's huge, man. That's huge because, going back to like my college career, I was never that guy that was that one. And man, it's different when you step in that huddle. You know what I mean? It's different faces you're looking at. It's different linemen you're looking at. And you want those guys to be able to at least hear their voice, right? At least hear their voice and know the morale of that guy that's stepping in the huddle. So it's good for that, right? That morale, that camaraderie, that, hey, I might know this guy outside the field, but man, once you get him in that huddle, it's a different feeling. It's like go time, right? It's like it's ready to go. It's game time, no matter when it happens. Happens today at practice, in fall camp, practice 13. Like it's game day. It's game day. So you step in the huddle and you're able to feel the morale of the huddle, right? Feel the juice that the huddle comes with and build off of that. And hopefully those guys build off that QB knowing that, yes, he's a leader with the second group, but he can also walk in here as well and do it as well.
How much, if at all, does camp change when you move from being off-site back to campus?
Yeah. Well, the routine changes, right? You're in a place where everything is right there in one big circle, and you're able to kind of get into a routine of knowing exactly how much time you got to watch film, when you're gonna get lunch, where at, and all of these different things. Well, now you got to navigate that thing and force another routine on yourself, And we just talked about it in the huddle just a minute ago, making sure that you do the right things now in order to come back and have a great second half of the day and prepare yourself for tomorrow.